That dead guy. That dead guy. That dead guy. Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is November the 28th, 2025. It's about 7 degrees and sunny here. Late November. Beautiful. And we have mail. So I've got some things to show you today. Now, I don't have any official post-crossing that came in this week, so I don't have any of that this week. I also don't have any dad jokes this week. Mindy from Nova Scotia has taken a break, and Joseph from Nevada, he sent me a joke on Instagram, but he sent it with a disappearing message, so I didn't write it down within the 24-hour period, so it disappeared. I sent him a message asking if he still had it, but I haven't heard back at the filming of this. So I guess we're without jokes, but we do have the weekly Limerick from Steve in Australia, so we have that to look forward to. And I've got some surprise mail that came in as well. So we will get to it right away. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on, and you hype if you can. And how about this one? Kisses from Texas. This one comes from Renee Lewis in Arkansas, member of the Unicorn Gang, as you can see right there. She was down in San Antonio, Texas for school. And yeah, she got to see a bunch of friends that she gets to see. But biggest thing she got to see was from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure, his bicycle. Now, do you guys know that movie? If you haven't watched it, you probably should watch it. Pee Wee's Big Adventure and his red bicycle. He spent the whole movie trying to chase it down after it got stolen and ends up at the Alamo. And of course, they somehow got the bike. So that's really cool that you got a chance to see it and took a bunch of pictures. I can't wait to see some of those pictures. So thanks, Renee, for that. And you can see it has just the forever stamp on it. And the next card we have comes from Debbie in Ohio. And look at this artwork. It says, here's a test of all the washi tape decor. Now, one of the things that I did was I did a decorating video and I showed putting washi tape all over the back of the card. I thought it was kind of a neat idea. I've done it with a few cards since. And some of the comments I had was, is that going to survive through the mail system? Here, I'm able to tell you it will, because Debbie sent it. This is all washi tape that she's covered the back with and then written the note and the address and the stamp, and it survived without an issue. And the only issue I would say was that the front of the card got nibbled on a little bit there, but other than that, it turned out great. So I'm glad to see that covering the back of the card with washi tape does work, and I have sent a bunch of cards out, so I'm hoping that people have received them and get them in good shape. Now, I got a second card. The USPS, or a mailman in general, says when she saw this card, she had to get them. It was from Etsy, and she says mail people are superheroes too. I don't know if we're really superheroes, but it's nice that we have jobs and we continue to be able to deliver the mail. There's the diagonal washi tape as my trademark, I guess, with a lot of the washi tape I do. So thank you for posting that and the kind words. So thank you, Debbie from Ohio. The next card is Halloween Meetup, a nice spooky meetup card from Vienna, Austria. This comes from Chris, and there are all the people that were in attendance to it, and always really nice cancellations from these. So thank you, Chris, for sending that off and thinking of me when you go to the meetups. The next one is an envelope that comes from Switzerland. There's the nice stamp that goes with it. And inside, we have this card from Andrea. And she's even put stamps on it, even though the envelope was stamped, so these have never been canceled. Some nice decorations in there, too. I did say it wasn't post-crossing. This is because this is a return, not a return, but she sent me a post-crossing. I sent something back, and now she sent something back to me. And she also sent me this card, which is blank, so I can send it off into the world. So thank you, Andrea, for that and for continuing to trade. Okay, the next one is this envelope. Look at those beautiful Finnish stamps. Finland puts out some amazing stamps. This one comes from Piero. And Piero sent this, and you can see the mailman has a lot of stairs to walk. He says, I hope you don't have to deliver mail under these conditions, but her daughter lives at the bottom of this hill, so someone has to deliver mail under these conditions. So thank you so much. And she also sent a bunch of stamps. So I'm going to save these stamps to show you next week, but I'm going to show you one of them because I thought it was really cool. It is a Bruce Lee stamp from Hong Kong. Really like this. Came off a postcard at some point in time. But thank you so much for that. And I will show the rest of those stamps in a future video. Now, how about Dogs and Beer from Munich? Well, this comes from Ross. And he said because he couldn't find any hedgehog postcards, he sent this one instead. Ross is in Ontario, here in Canada, but travels the world for work, and so found himself in Germany and sent that card. And then also while he was in Germany, he said, I'm going to send you many pictures of me. And so we have all these crotch and butt shots. Let me introduce Ross. Ross is my brother's best friend, and they've been thick as thieves and traveled the country and spent time working together in hotels out in Alberta and found themselves back in Ontario together. And so we get a little silly sometimes. And you probably know me if you've been watching this by now, that I kind of have one of those darker side sense of humor sometimes, and I've sent him a few postcards of maybe men that are scantily clad or not clad at all to his home address, so his wife sees these cards. So I thought it was funny, and he finds it funny, so he sent this one to me. So thank you, Ross. Ross also sent this card from Delray Beach, Florida. It says no snow here. There's no snow here in Atlantic Canada yet either. It will come, but it's not here yet. There's the stamp. So thank you, Ross, for all those wonderful cards. The next thing I have is from Media in Finland, and there's another beautiful Finnish stamp. So this envelope arrived this week, and in it we have kind of a Christmas theme. I said this card is from Santa's Village, where she's been twice before, but many years ago. And she was getting ready to go see some skating, which has already taken place since she sent this one on November the 15th. And also this bullseye card, which is really cool. It's a nice round card, nice shaped card. It says, how are you? I am fine. Do you have snow there? We do not. And here it's -2, and that was on November the 15th. So we've had a few days like that have been cooler in the morning or during the day, but today it's 7 degrees, and we had 2 days this week where it was in the double digits. So we're very fortunate so far. Okay, the next one I have is an envelope, and it is from Lila in Maryland. Nice stamps up there, barely canceled, if canceled at all. And we've got some unicorn stuff on the back. And inside, we have stamps. So I'm going to show you those stamps at a later date. So thank you so much, Lila, for thinking of me and sending such a generous gift. Let me put that aside. We'll look at that after. The next one I have is an envelope from Monty in Saskatchewan with one of the new graphic novel illustrators. And inside of this, we have a few things. Okay, we have some items for the monthly draw. There's 3 stamps there. They're automobiles on stamps. One of them is one of my favorite ones. This one here from the mail series. So we got the Canada Post stamp. We have this stamp as well from Finland, and this one here from the US. So these are all for this month's giveaway. I'm showing you them now because the giveaway is going to be on Sunday. So if you haven't gone to the Stamp of the Month video for this month, the month of November, make sure you go put in the keyword before Sunday, and you'll have a chance to win. So I will put those with the giveaway. And then he sent these items for the 200th live giveaway. So on December the 13th, we are having a giveaway because I will have done 200 Saturdays in a row, and all these stamps are a 200th anniversary of something. So they are also going to go in the giveaway for that. And if you want to be a part to win, 1, you had to send something, or 2, you have to be in attendance on the 13th to see. So that'll be good. He also sent me some stamps. These are foundation stamps. Really nice. And these are just to help with my postage that I'm sending out. So thank you so much for that. He was going through a few of his collectibles and he found these postcards. So he sent a couple of those. And so this is the Canadian National Figure Skating Team for Skate Canada, Nicole Watt, way back when. And he sent this postcard, which is filled out on the back, just explaining everything that he had included. And let me just make sure. It has included something else there. So that I won't divulge, but I will say thank you to Monty for sending all these things and sending the extra gift in there that I'm not showing you because it is being redirected. So that's that. Okay. The next thing I have is an envelope from Stn in Montana. And look at all the stamps. He always goes above and beyond, putting a few Cinderellas on there and some other wonderful stamps too. Usually blocks of stamps. So thank you, Stn, for all these. And inside we have some more. Well, we have a couple stamps, but then we have some letters and things. So I'm going to hold those off as well, and I'll show you those when I show the other stamps that I've set aside. So let me just make sure I put them all together. There we go. All right. Then before we get to the Limerick, I have one more big envelope that arrived. Kind of threw me because this envelope arrived. And usually when I see this envelope, it's coming from Liverpool Stamps. So I thought, oh, okay, I've gotten another parcel for upcoming giveaways. But that's not who it was from. If I may, I will open this. And the other thing that kind of threw me is Liverpool Stamps doesn't normally put hedgehogs and things on. So I was like, who is this from? And it's from Christopher in Falmouth in the UK. And he has sent some items. We might get into them a bit more later, but a Marvel packet stamps and a comic book and some things that are in there. And 650 variety of world stamps. He sent that too. Oh, that's cool. He sent an application to the Unicorn Club, or the Unicorn Gang. So I won't show you that right now, but another application, which is wonderful. You had until the end of November. So that's this week. So if I'd received your mail today, which, Christopher, I received it in time, you will be eligible for consideration to join the Unicorn Gang, which we will have to meet very soon and make a decision. We're having 4 new applicants join us, and there are 8 applicants currently. So we're going to have some tough decisions and make some... Actually, we got 9 applicants for 4 positions. So it's going to get even tougher. So thank you, Christopher, for your application. I'm going to put that aside over here for right now. And then I'll add it to the other pile. He also included some other things in there. We have some hedgehog stickers, free hugs, hedgehogs. So definitely can use hedgehog stickers because I put them on all my parcels that go out, all my postcards that go out have hedgehog stickers on them. And when we do our live decorating on Wednesdays, I always ask you if you want a large hedgehog or a small hedgehog. So all of these stickers will fall under the large hedgehog category. You've got a hedgehog with pride there. I love hedgehog stickers. Hedgehog and a mushroom. That could go to Stn in Australia. He loves mushrooms. Gotta go fast. So we've got a bunch of hedgehog stickers. What else do we have in here? We have a Happy World Postcard Day 2025. This one's blank, so that can be reused. He sent this blank card that says, here are a few things for you to appreciate for your videos you put on the channel. There is a pack of stamps to do with what you want. So I'm going to show you those 650 at some point. There's the Marvel stamp pack. Do you think I should open it? Should I leave it the way it is? It's really cool. And some postcards and hedgehog stickers, and also his application for the Unicorn Gang. And also there's a set of Mint Railway stamps issued this year as part of the 200th giveaway. So once again, there is some Mint stamps celebrating the 200th anniversary of the British Railway, I guess. And so we will add those to that giveaway to go with the stuff that Monty has added. We also have this really cool thing. It folds way out, and you get a whole castle view. So that was sent among all the other things. So let me just pack all that stuff back up again. And thank Christopher for the wonderful, wonderful gifts and additions that we can talk about, and the Unicorn Gang application, and the 200th anniversary or 200th live stream gifts as well. So wonderful. All right, that brings me to the last thing that we have to do, and that is delve into the brain of Steve in Australia and see what he has for us today. All hail mighty Canadian postcard king and Canadian emperor of the realm of stickers and washi tape. Your most esteemed majesty, the time in its season ticks past fervishly, and the black beetle has gone underground, which can only mean that another week has passed, meaning that once again, it is time for Friday fun and frolics. I therefore most humbly submit the following to amuse your good self, to inform the ignoble nobles, to educate the gallant knights, and to confuse and confound the quarrelsome scurvy peasants. This week's personage was a man who not only took the time to collect his own thoughts, but also the thoughts of others. What he did with those thoughts would confound not only the quarrelsome peasants, but also the gallant knights and the ignoble nobles, and perhaps even your good self, your majesty. Therefore, without further ado, may I submit the following for your enjoyment, erudition, and confusion. Historical legendary Limerick number 48, Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud would read everyone's mind to see if they're nasty or kind, but they all turned out wrecks, because it's all about sex. Too much, they say, makes you go blind. Really? Really? Oh, over here. Fun facts about Sigmund Freud. Freud collected numerous archaeological statues from antiquity, seeing a connection between the recovering lost memories of his patients and recovering the lost history of humanity through these artifacts. Number 2, Freud was a lifelong smoker, having started smoking tobacco at the age of 24 and remained a heavy cigar smoker throughout his life. He believed it helped his concentration and ability to work, although it eventually contributed to him developing buccal cancer, a rare type of oral cancer that starts in the cells lining the inner cheeks and the back of the lips. It is a type of head-to-neck cancer that develops when cells grow out of control, forming tumors. Symptoms can include sores, patches, lumps, and bleeding that don't heal, along with difficulty eating, swallowing, and speaking. Not so much fun. Number 3, his work was continued by his daughter Anna Freud, who carried on her father's work after his death, curating a Freud museum at 20 Maresfield Gardens in London and extending his theories to children. Bonus fact: although Freud is frequently thought to have proposed that almost every action and reaction revolved around sex in some ways, this is not entirely a fair supposition. In fact, it could be argued that it wasn't Freud who was obsessed with sex, but rather it was his critics who misunderstood his use of the term libido, which they thought only related to sex, but which Freud used to mean the life force that caused people to find pleasure in any number of things, from stamps, postcard, Lego, and old cars to delicious food and more. And now, all that is left for me to do is to wish you and the noble viewers, and perhaps any peasants who may be lurking around in the shrubberies, a wonderful weekend. With very best wishes, Peasant-in-Chief, Steve in Australia. So once again, you have taught us a few things, and made us think about things a little bit more. So thank you so much, Steve, for your contributions to the channel. And every week I look forward to reading that limerick to see how it's going to go and who it's going to be about. All right, that's what I've got for today. We had some great mail pop in this week, and definitely some new surprises, and still a few stamps and things to show you early next week. Now, Sunday is going to be the reveal of who is the winner of Stamp of the Month. Monday should be the day that we have a new Stamp of the Month, so probably these stamps will be shown on Tuesday, I figure. And Monday, there's a few things going on around this house, so I'm hoping that my Stamp of the Month video will be able to go out, because we have some things working on with our power. That's it for now. Tomorrow, if you want to tune in, we have a live stream at 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. And if you want to be a part of it, tune in then. Otherwise, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. It was American Thanksgiving yesterday, and today is Black Friday in the US. Well, it's also Black Friday in Canada too. So are there any shopping deals out there that you guys have found? I think I'm going to go get a TV, and I did buy some Lego too.